G'day YouTube, Joby from Oz here. Today a quick tip for fixing up toys that have had batteries leak. Just a little bit of white vinegar. And essentially all of the crusties will dissolve away. Maybe use a cotton tip to just gently agitate. So this is the side where we've had leakage out onto plastic only. But then also, when we've had leakage onto the electrical components, like here, we can do a similar kind of fix. Some sort of drop sheet, again. And shall do my organisational like this. So essentially we're just trying to get rid of the battery acid, the leaked components. Crusty. So vinegar or acetic acid is an extremely mild acid, which is great for cleaning off this kind of corrosion. It's not abrasive, it's just chemicals. And when I say chemicals, of course chemicals can be fairly aggressive, but in this case, its job is purely about chemically dissolving the alkaline leakage. And an acid and alkaline neutralise to a neutral pH, which is where we want to end up. I'm going to come back once I've had a bit more of a play with this. But this is the basic principle. Getting us back to a nice shiny battery contact. And this is how we can fix those kids' toys where they've left the batteries in them for too long. Bring them back to happy days. Next on the bench is a Pyrobit universal spring winder. Inside we have a disc which has got quite a fine edge on it, and I'm thinking this will be if you're trying to wind springs at size, like next to each other. And then if you're trying to do different gaps in your coils, There's the numbers. Other side, here we go. Depending on where you set, between 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, you can actually specify your gap to the next coil. And how that would work, here I believe it's set up for 3. Hold that up against the coil. The wire runs through the hole and out the back to your feed. Bit of tension applied using this leather block. So you've got tight tension, and then just as the spring winds along, it'll be nudged across by the coil at whatever gap you specify, giving you a consistent winding along the shaft. So you'd make up some spring winding mandrels at the right diameter. This disc would come off if you want to have stretch springs. These would be compression springs. But how good's that, eh? 271054, don't know what that means. But yeah, it looks like it feeds through down the guts. Doesn't look like it's done too much work. It's obviously had some. But yeah, you'd be able to use that to wind along and wind a spring. Pretty awesome, eh? This is a 400 by 400 surface plate. It looks like a USSR or Russian made plate. Don't know of its age, don't really know of its condition. It's got a really interesting surface pattern on it, and I think there's a few minor spots of corrosion which I'll have a look at with the precision ground flat stones and just see if there's any high spots that are showing. But it does have a really nice shine underneath it all, so it'll be interesting to see quite how flat this ends up being. Another score from the free market. Little Abbott and Ashby 6-inch grinder. Nice and solid. Good strong supports. So I'd like to set that up as a tool steel grinder with some green stones on it. Yeah, nice day today.